All right, go ahead. Extra question.
Okay. What I was saying is, in the Democratic Party, there are many groups. Unlike the Republican Party, where it's just religious nut jobs, racist, and greedy people, it's only three groups. We have multiple groups. Now, I don't think that's great because it doesn't allow us to get as much done. Now, this election, we should have won the Senate, and we didn't. One of the biggest dilemmas with our party is we can't come to one or at least 5 or 6 platforms that we agree on. And what we're doing now by adding another party that's going to siphon votes, all you guys are doing is help Republicans win. The progressives, the black nationalists, the gay community, the what's the other one we got in the Democrat Party? The environmental group, and then everybody else is the reason why Republicans win. This is
And
how
you're
America works.
absolutely right. That's because you're still in the ideal and the ideology of the system. We're not worried about any of these groups. Not a Republic, not a Democrat. This is a political stance for us. Who are you?
What you're saying is ideology, and ideology doesn't put food on the table. That's one of the reasons why black nationalism.
Yeah, that's why you have to do it yourself. Ain't nothing going to be handed to you. And if you want to join forces with something that's suppressing you, that's in the name of money. You have the ability to do that. That's what all of them are doing. Yeah. They are all joining forces for your own enslavement. That's fine.
So, okay, when you guys go ahead.
And by any means, there's no way of saying that you can't vote who you want to vote for. Go ahead. But the whole point of the Mahali Party and what my boy Kwame said, he couldn't make it. Mahali Party is technically saying, but we're not trying to hold your hand and walk you down the line. What is if you say you want to vote for Biden, you want to vote for Trump, or you want to vote whoever the fuck you want to vote for? Feel free. We're not gonna say, oh, you gotta vote for Mahali Party. You gotta back us. You gotta come and live in our secluded areas. You gotta separate with us. If you don't want to separate, it's up to you. It's your choice. We can't say, oh yeah, come over this way because this is right for you. Only you know what's right for you.
Okay, you know what you guys are doing? It's as logical as you guys going into a Chinese restaurant like, hey, we're gonna have French food tonight. You know what they're gonna do to you? They're gonna kick you out the store. If you guys want to accomplish something like this, it ain't gonna happen here in this country. Not in the next 100 years. Now there are a few communities.
We actually have a plan for less than that, way less, like 10 years.
And
it's the might of the people that makes things happen. Okay, so if you have a big, long, drawn out, big old plan that we have a different strategy when it comes to politics. There's I guess a movement that has to happen. The people have to want it. You have to be inclined to activate your intellect to get to this point where you have a political stance and you understand that's the superior struggle that we've been lacking. So if you can't even grasp that concept, you will not even be able to be on this path.
Sister, can I ask you a question? Why don't y'all do stuff that freaking works? Look at the Asian community. They have Chinatowns. However, they're not they're isolated culturally.
They have communities.
They still engage politically. You guys seem like you guys want to have isolate politically and culturally. Isolating culturally, cool. Isolating politically, it's stupid. It has not worked.
No. I wouldn't say stupid because guess what? Everybody's isolated.
Okay,
and they're isolated politically. They're isolated politically because when you mark a form and you call yourself Black and African American, that's an isolation of a classism that denotes to slavery. And that's who you are. You cannot self-determine under the caste code color system. That's an isolation off top. So it's already a political markdown when you already ban under the system.
America, we love to bastardize words. There's a difference between identifying with a group the reason why it's an intellectual falsehood because yes, there's classification, but this isn't a caste system. You want to talk about real caste system? Go to India. Now, yes, we have a form of caste system, but you guys wouldn't survive in India. Like, you want to talk about some real caste system? Go to India. It's almost like when you guys say you're poor. No, the people in Haiti, that's poverty. Not because
we got Dwayne coming in. Continue, Ken. Hey, how you doing, Dwayne?
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Oh,
Hey,
Dwayne turned the
brother.
camera on.
Huh?
If you don't want to, you don't have to turn your camera on if you don't want to, but it's up to you.
No, it's okay. I mean, I'm not
I,
ashamed.
I mean, I'll just sum it this way. I think it would be more effective if there was two agendas. One, a cultural and a business agenda, but politically, you guys could run as progressives in the Democrat Party in one seat. The sister who just won, you know what they mean by a money man in the Democratic Party? You ever heard that phrase? It means
Yeah.
a Democrat who's backed by the dollars. How you guys say corporate backing, money man, same
Special
shit.
interest. Special interest, yes. Okay.
Sister just won that seat. I think it was Missouri. So you guys can win in certain markets and push your agenda there. But if you start talking,
The agenda is independence.
Yeah, yes, sir. I'm sorry. I was here listening, so I mean, go right ahead. I heard Democratic Party, so
It was Ken. It was Ken on. Did he leave?
Hmm?
He got booted. He was talking reckless. That's why.
I'm so. Okay.
No,
Okay.
but
I'm like, wait a minute. I said,
Kenneth is clearly an opportunist and a capitalist, which is okay. However, you have to be for yourself. You have
Yeah.
to be for
And-
yourself.
And
Like,
I noticed
if you're an opportunist for the other team,
whenever you talk to black people about separation, then they get to the Tom Coonery and they begin to say shit like, "Oh, we can't separate. We gotta stay next to NASA, and the house can be burned." Like Malcolm said, you would stay in that burning house, and you will literally try to, while the master's trying to get out, you're trying to save the house
until it's
instead of
too
saying
damn
fuck
late.
this house. Instead of saying I want to go find my own house and build my own shit, you try to stay in Master house with Master. But Master house burned, you saving the house with him. Instead of saying I hope this nigga die in this house. I want this man to die real quick. But you're praying that Master stay alive. And Master gets sick, you ready to fucking fall on him. Nick Cannon said in Cannon class, he was like, and he said it very smooth. He said, if the nigga on your money is white, the nigga in your religion is white, then your mindset and how you want to live is going to be white forever, because you don't want to develop yourself into a more mature rate. You just want to stay up under your master. You want to be his little pet. You want to do everything he do. You want to copy what he do. You want to like the same women he like. You want the same treatment as him. And as a people, we still think we are amongst our people. We are amongst our enemy. We think our 400-year enemy is somehow became our best friend. And we don't want to separate. So just hearing the likes of, oh, you guys trying to separate is going to put fear in a lot of our people. Like, oh, that will never happen. It's never going to happen in America. It's going to forever be, oh, we're here doomed. No, it's not. When we had Black Wall Street, it was thriving. When America went through the Great Depression, we was in a great recession. We had our own hospitals. We had schools on several blocks taught by Sally Mae, the 19-year-old, where marriage was looked at as a pillar of our culture. Now marriage, no one even look at marriage. They look at it as baby mama, baby daddy. Our women want to be Cardi B and Nicki. Like, integration ruined us.
Bro.
Integration ruined us to a whole nother level to where you got, hold on, Ken. We became damn, I forgot what I was gonna say now. We became so dependent that we got used to it, and the fact and we became a people that when certain people came on, oh, I follow Tariq Nasheed, so I can't listen to you. It's becoming to be a social media influencer. It's becoming to be a systematic norm, or who your pastor is, or who your church is. Instead of saying you black, I'm rocking with you, bro. You got a voice, I got a voice. Let's put it together. Let's collab. Let's hear each other out.
Make it all make sense. That's the whole point. That's why the Mahali Party is here, because we gonna make it all make sense at the end of the day. Because first and foremost, we are standing on our own too. Okay, we're not asking for no damn handouts. We actually want to be in a position where, like every other nation that has acquired a land and opportunity and an enterprise for their people, they have stood up politically and said, this is who we are, and this is how we will represent ourselves in our own capacity and take care of our essentials and our own affairs. We don't need you to speak for us. We don't need you to do this and this and that. We would like to take care of these things and become alliances with others how we choose to and how we want to move. And
Okay.
I guess that has to be more of the norm.
Okay. You guys ever heard the definition of stupidity, doing the same thing over and expect different results? You know who did that? Native Americans, and they are screwed every freaking year. They're calling Congress, right? We need more money for funding. We need more money for funding. What you guys are suggesting, you're not going to have a lot of people following, because we see what happened with the Native Americans.
They're in a different classism. They are still dependent on America.
Yeah, we're not asking for dependency from America. That's what we keep trying to say. We're not the Mahali Party is not asking for dependency. We don't want their help. We're trying to take over Congress. We're trying to take over the office. That's a different story. You're trying to take over individual office spaces within political systems, which it can be done. I remember you said before, age don't matter. You can literally run for mayor for your city. Right now, we had a mayor in Stockton, whether he was good or bad, named Michael Tubbs. He ran a mayor at 26 years old, whether good or bad. He's a young black man. He ran for mayor at 26. So it could happen. It still happens. But what a lot of black people do instead of a lot of our people pointing the finger saying, look at that one, he's doing it. We say, oh, it can't happen. He's gonna fuck up. He's gonna fail. And then we wait for another person like Biden. We wait for another white man who's gonna promise us these fancy ass goals and dreams.
Whoa! First of all, that man never made those promises. You guys keep saying that shit. He never said that. Here's another thing.
He ain't made no promises, yo.
Yeah, he didn't make no promises. Biden made no promises for black people, bro.
He said he would make the staff diverse. And here's another thing that we have to understand.
Here's what Biden made promises to: COVID, LGBT, and Latinos. He didn't make not one agenda for us. He never said a thing about us. Only thing he promised was that he gave us Kamala, the half black lady. That's all he did. He never said what he was going to do for black people. But we ran and we claimed, Biden that he was one of our own. We claimed him as Jesus, damn near.
Okay. Right.
Hold on, we got Dwayne. We got Dwayne. He waves his hand.
Hey, you know what should we do? Why don't we do it on time limits? You know what I'm saying? Like, do a timer. That way, we're not talking to each other.
We got Dwayne. That's why he raised his hand.
All right, go ahead, my brother. My fault.
That's it. Hi. My name is Dwayne. You know who I am. I am I'm the national chair of the Mahali Party, and thank you for holding it down, Miss Vice Chair.
No problem.
Yeah. So thank you for inviting me to the meeting. This meeting. Well, I'm going to be brief. I will have to be brief because there's other things I'm going to do. Because we're actually, I'm working, and at the same time, I'm working on for the next local elections, for the local elections in 2021. And I heard Democratic Party and Joe Biden and all that, and I'm like, I was gonna, I thought I was at my own rally. I was gonna just say, whoa, stop right there. No, but anyway, no, I was, because this is not mine. I keep thinking, this is my rally. This is my.
No, this is not a rally. This is a podcast.
I'm only playing. Anyway, no, seriously though. Basically, we are the Mahali Party, and the political strategy that we set up is already set in stone. And since January 16, 2020, we've been pushing towards a political party for independence. And I want to ask y'all, what is the purpose of a party? What is the purpose of a political party? Can anybody tell me?
I feel like it's affiliation.
Yeah,
that's true.
Okay. It's supposed to be who represents you for your best interest.
Good answer. Yes, but I'm looking for something else. That's a great answer. You're correct, though. You're correct. What else? What's the purpose of a party?
Political
The
representation.
simplest definition, bro,
Yes,
is
of
just
course.
acquire a political power. That, I mean, if you
Yes,
look Google
exactly. That's what we're looking for. The party is to control government, have political power, basically. Yeah, and we want to obtain that power with through the Mahali Party. Can't do that. We can't do that through the Democratic Party because the Democratic Party is controlled by other people. They're controlled by controlled by white folks. White folks
Sir,
who
can I say something? When you're done, let me know. Because
I'm not.
go ahead. My fault.
I'm not finished. No, I'm not finished yet. But
My fault.
anyway, I mean, for 50, golly, 50 years. For 50 years, Democratic Party. I don't whatever. 50 years. Even the black people that represent African Americans in the district, in the communities. I mean, there's nothing's changed. So we black people under Mahali Party, we decided, well, not decide. We were working towards doing things ourselves, meaning that we are going to we formed the party for a reason to take over and politically take over local state elections in 3 states. And once we do that, we're going to create a referendum. Just to make a brief overview here, we can create a referendum, and that referendum is going to vote and say, do you want your own nation? Do you want your own country? It's just simple as that. If you say no, that's great. That's great. If you don't want your own country, that's great. If you want your own country, then I feel that you were obligated to do the work. We have to do work because we got to save ourselves. Like Miss Green always says, self-preservation. With self-preservation, because not once Democratic nor Republicans, the party that you say that they're going to save us from the police killings, all that, they have not hold no police officer accountable. We're the party. We're going to do it ourselves. We're going to have our own police, our own government, our own National Guard, everything else once we take over the 3 states. And it's going to through those election cycles. We have to go through these election cycles. As soon as we and we're going to start June 8th, 2021. That's when we're going to elect our people as our candidates. Once we get them in and get them organized, we're going to take over cities. We're going to make them safe. And that's what I would expect to do for the mayor, the city council. And then on the 2023, we're going to get the governor, the state legislator, judges, judges, county level, local level, lawyers, DAs under our party, and we're gonna control it. It's gonna be controlled by us because no party is representing black people. I mean, all this talk, just talk. There's no changes. There's never been changes. All they're voting for you so they can fulfill their own agenda within both parties. We're going to fulfill our own agenda. That's our goal. That's what we're going to do, and I'm sticking to it. I'm sticking to it because we're there to we're going to control government. We're going to control it. We're going to replace them because for 50 years it's been nothing but hell for us, for our people. And there's been no changes in the communities. It's been just poor communities in our community. It's still poor and no changes at all. There's been some change. Don't get me wrong,
bro. Are we gonna put time limits? Or go ahead.
I haven't finished. Well, I'm a few more minutes and I'm done. After I see these memes, in the black communities under these administrations, under Obama, under Reagan, under Trump. There has not been no changes in the black community. It's been poor. It's still poor. Still poor conditions. Don't get me wrong. Now there are successful black people out there. I mean, I give them that. I'm kind of successful myself. However, you're a black man and you're successful, and you have no power, you have no control over your destiny or direction you want to go, and you have to and you're a wealthy black man, have to worry about watching your back and see whether or not you be stopped by the police or whether or not you're going to be the next victim, you know, or the next among the 3,000 Black men or women who've been killed by the police. And they have not done anything to hold them accountable. So that's why when we get in control, you know, we're gonna make sure if a police officer murders unjustly, we're gonna make sure that the police officer is gonna pay, and they're gonna pay. They're gonna lose their license. Like, I know that's part of y'all platform. I know that, but they're gonna lose their license. And another thing about our platform is that that's gonna be in the 3 states, of course, and we're gonna show y'all. We're gonna do it. Is that any police officer murders unjustly, and they will get the death penalty, and it'll be executed in 90 days, and that's how we're going to do it. So that's how we're going to run it under our party. Now, I hadn't seen every platform. I've seen the Democratic platform, and there's nothing in the Democratic platform that you see that would match our platform. There's nothing in the platform that is as strong as ours, and it's very small, and we just got started in January 16, 2020. Just got started. So all I'm here to say my piece and let you know about our party, and I thank everybody here or anybody that's listening to the Zoom. Thank y'all for coming. All you need to do is just go to mahaliparty.org. Once you go to mahaliparty.org, just sign up and join, because we're going to make changes. Because 35%, the number's increasing. A lot of people, and I just got a text, you know, I think it's around 40% now that want their own nation, they want their own country. 40% of Black people want their own nation. And because that tells you something right there. They're not satisfied with either party at all, because they want some type of change one way or the other. And we are the leaders that's going to give them that opportunity. We're going to open that door. We're going to get to work. So with that, I thank y'all for giving me an opportunity to speak. So I'm gonna let y'all have it. I'm sorry about that, but and thanks for inviting me. I'm done.
Oh, well said, Chair. And thank you, Kenneth Robinson. You know,
Hello?
have the same mindset, feel that there isn't a way out for us. We have to show them otherwise. And I accept all your challenges and all your rebuttals to, you know, the what's happening now, but we definitely have to talk this through and get on the same accord.
Okay. Well, let me know when I can. Is it okay to address this now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What you guys are doing is how the hell we had George Bush. These third parties push. See, this is a thing called statistics and critical thinking skills, and that's what a lot of people in these revolt groups seem to miss. Because they have shown elections where third parties have caused elections to go to Republicans. So basically, the only thing you're doing is pushing elections to the group who hates us the most. Now, here's another thing that we have to understand about the Democratic Party. If you're unhappy with it, blame the shiftless, lazy citizens who vote for the same incompetence. That's why we have a thing called primaries. If you don't like who's been running your city for 20 fucking years, run against them. But if a bunch of shiftless ninjas rather pack a church, wait for white Jesus, you got another stupid group who wants to go out here and buy PlayStations or whatever that shit is for $500, we can't blame that shit on racism. Okay? There's a thing called accountability. And here's another thing, because some of us don't read. Contrary to public belief, there was a huge movement in our community when Reconstruction. We had Black senators before Obama. But you know what we had? We have responsibility. So you can do whatever group you want to do. If there's no self-responsibility, if there's no mindset, let me support businesses that look like us, it's going to fail. I mean, we have $1.5 trillion of spending power. We're not poor. We're just economically stupid. We are the 15th, 16th richest nation in the world. So why don't you guys try to attack things from an economic standpoint before you build your own country? What you guys are suggesting to do is like trying to build a mansion on quicksand. It will fall. And we can only look at other groups who try to do this with the same thing. That's one thing I would never say about humans is how we keep doing the same mistakes over and over. Do you guys not learn from history?
We have never tried to do this. We have never tried to get in position politically to have our own country. We have, but guess who won? Guess who won? Guess who won? We didn't win because people wanted to integrate. That's the whole damn problem. How are you going to still be waiting for the first black gas station and the first black grocery store? Please tell me, how are you going to economically enterprise when you can have it all? You can take care of all your affairs from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep. That means your bed is made by you. That means your food is grown by you. That means everything is grown by you. Who is taking care of you right now? Your Republican and Democratic Party. You will not lift a finger to take care of yourself.
And I just posted that in the chats. MLK said it best.
What bank do you guys have your money at?
Wait, hold on, wait. She's right about integration because MLK even said it, and I'm gonna read what I posted in the chat. According to Harry Belafonte, King responded, "I've come upon something that disturbs me deeply. We have fought hard and long for integration, as I believe we should have, and I know we will win. But I have come to believe that we are integrating into a burning house. I am afraid that America has lost the moral vision she may have had, and I'm afraid that even as we integrate, we are walking into a place that does not understand that this nation needs to be deeply concerned with the plight of the poor and disenfranchised. Until we commit ourselves to ensuring that the underclass is given justice and opportunity, we will continue to perpetrate the anger and violence that tears the souls of this nation. I fear I am integrating my people into a burning house. Integration ruined us. Before integration, like I said, we had marriages. Marriages was thriving. At a young age, a girl was talking about getting married. Now she's talking about having a baby daddy. At a young age, young black boys wanting to go to college. Now he's talking about I want to sell drugs. At a young age, at 7 years old, he already knew what college he wanted to go to, let alone what wife. Yet we don't find that anymore. Bro, it's not. And while what people keep doing is we're pointing fingers at and making excuses for everything on why. This is because, and this is because. Stop saying this is because, and leave the Democrat and Republican Party alone. They both have never proven.
I just told you historically that's what you're saying is.
They both have never proven any love for black people. You can't name. Okay. Did you vote for Biden? Did you vote with Biden?
Yes.
Okay, tell me one thing that Biden had done for you in your best interest besides Kamala Harris.
First of all, you're assuming I'm a fan of Kamala, so let's not make assumptions.
I didn't say that. I said Biden. What was one thing that Biden had for you and our people? Best interest.
Are you done? Okay. Sometimes you got to understand this concept in sports. This is called the thing of addition by subtraction. Sometimes you remove a bad player so the team can be a little bit better. So what makes Biden better than Trump? Because to me they seem like the same rich white man who's going to sit in that office space and plot every demise on you in our communities everywhere. You know why? There's one thing. You know Okay, well, here, I'll Google it and I'll send it to you. But here's another thing that our people tend to do. They think because they're loud, they're right. Because some of the bullshit I've heard come out of the mouths of some of us is freaking retarded. The Democratic Party is the one who brought you sick leave. And now the problem is because some shiftless people don't have jobs, they don't understand some of the things that came about. So that's on them. But for those of us who work for a living, I'm glad we have sick leave. Here's another thing that the Democratic brought you. It's called the Consumer Protection Agency.
But here's another thing that the Democratic Party brought. The 3-strike law under Bill Clinton. And you know the welfare program was brought to you by your Democratic Party, which enables black women from going and getting up and getting a job. It stopped our women from working.
Hold on.
The welfare system is created by your Democratic Party.
Hold on. So, first of all, when you talk about welfare, you can't be using Republican talking points and then you want to be pro-black. First of all, the biggest welfare in America is rich white guys. It's called corporate welfare. That's the first thing. Second thing is because there was such economic distraught at those times, they had to create programs to keep people from living on the streets. Same thing like right now, they're trying to come up with a stimulus package because a lot of people have lost their jobs. So here's what you guys tend to do. You look at a few negative effects of a program, you say it sucks. So let me ask you a quick question. Are you gonna pay people's rent, or do you want them to come up with a stimulus package? The things that you guys suggest, I don't think there's some critical thinking skills going on here, because all of us, when those stimulus checks came, I bet your ass cashed it, didn't you? And so, and the sister on there too. Or did you guys return those checks? Did you cash it, or did you return it?
Okay, first and foremost, we're talking about
enterprise. Democrats have never gave you a check. That was not the Democratic Party. That was Republicans under the Trump administration.
Oh, I'm done. You guys don't know what you're talking about. All right.
Trump is a Republican, and he gave that stimulus check. What Democrat gave you a stimulus check?
Who do you think pushed that?
Everybody in the economy.
wait, hold on. Let me ask you a question. Are you guys Trump supporters?
Everybody in the economy pushed that. If your economy is going to hell and you have to revive it, or better yet, if you have a situation where you want to jump-start the infrastructure so you can keep up with the rest of the world because we know the dollar is failing, then you really know what's going on.
Hold on. I got proof before he tried to duck out like every Democrat do. You said.
But before we go on further, are you a Trump supporter? Yes or no? Because I need to know if I.
No, you already know I'm not a Trump supporter.
Okay, all right. We got a conversation because if you guys were like Trump, then I just that's my cue.
Bro, when have I ever told you I support Trump?
It doesn't make sense either, even if he was.
I said under his administration, Trump passed he passed that.
He did not pass it. He was pushed.
No matter what the House sat on, it was under his administration. Was it under a Democratic administration? No.
I don't think you guys have a clue.
Oh my God! No, you're not understanding what we're getting at. Who cares who's in the House Senate? We know that the House Senate has Democrats, and we know they was a part of it. We're talking about under whose administration was it passed under? A Republican's administration, not who wrote the stimulus package.
But what is your fucking point, my brother? Listen, you're not making a point. What you're
talking. No. What brought that up is you're saying that it was only Democrats. It was not only Democrats.
They're the ones who wanted them. You think the Republicans want to give money to poor people? Mitch McConnell, this dude is too busy passing judges. Only reason why he's pushing because the economy is tanking so bad, he's got to do it. But other than that, he was more concerned about pushing Republican federal judges. He don't give a fuck about working class people, white or black.
Who does? Exactly. So where is that going to lead you when it goes back into Republican hands? When it goes right back into Republican hands, what is that going to do for all of us? What is it going to do?
We won't do anything. Stay up under them, stay up under white people, and waiting for them to give you a handout because you don't want to get up and do it on your own.
First of all, bro, it's not a freaking handout. You pay taxes. You pay taxes. That's what's funny. The government doesn't make money. That money comes out of your taxes. Here's another thing I don't understand with you guys. Do you guys read stuff or you guys just talk? Because I just gave you the Consumer Protection Agency.
I just put. Are you reading anything I just posted? Because I'm showing all my proof to everything I'm saying.
Oh, I didn't know you was posting in the chat, but are you aware?
You're telling us about the House Democrats. We already know the House Democrats were a part of it. We already know that the House Democrats were the ones that made the bill. We've been saying that this whole time. We're not stupid, bro. We've been saying it this whole time. We've been saying the whole time that the House wrote the fucking bill. We're not stupid, bro. But whose administration was it under? A Republican's administration. That's what we're getting at.
That's why
we're not saying that.
Bro, anyone who's listening to this conversation are going to assume that about you. I don't have to say it because do you understand how laws work? The House, they put a bill. First of all, before I give you this, how does a bill get passed here?
First of all, the supermajority was with the Democrats. So there it is there. There's no dispute. Keep going on with your conversation because there's no dispute about that. It was passed under Republican administration. There's no dispute about that. So what is the issue? The issue is that we as a people have to get to work. We have to come together and say we will take care of our own affairs. And politically, we need to make a stance that we are not property, first and foremost, of the United States or under any constitution. We have to rectify the 14th Amendment and the 15th Amendment and the 13th Amendment. And we have to overturn all the Supreme Court statuses that claim us as property and actually claim ourselves as a self-determined people. And with that comes land, and make it happen.
And you said, how did the bill get passed? Okay, and I just posted it while y'all were talking. First, a representative sponsored the bill, which, yes, it was a Democrat. The bill is then assigned to a committee for a study. If released by the committee, the bill is put on a calendar to be voted on, debated, or amended. If the bill passes by a simple majority, 218 of 435, the bill moves to the Senate. And it goes down until his administration under Republican. He quit. He just quit.
Tap out.
He just quit. He just quit.
He tapped out. Well, I guess he got confirmation that that conversation wasn't going nowhere, because first and foremost, it was broken down so smoothly. I don't understand what is the rebuttal for it. All you got to do is decide that you don't want to be playing this game in between the two parties, and make sure that you understand what you will get out of it as being, and it's not a third party. You're an independent party. We're not third parties. The people that are not with you are not with you, period.
He really just quit. Like, he said it wasn't under a Republican. It wasn't under a Democrat administration. So at the end of the day, when Obama gave us the phones, it was under a Democratic administration. It was under a Republican. It matches who the administration signs it off, which was Trump.
Well, it was a good conversation for the first round. You know what I mean? Any other contenders? Let's have it, because y'all ain't gonna win with this. You gotta do something. You gotta fall in line with our ancestors' lineage. We ain't ran centuries and built the most fascinating infrastructures around the world to be here at 12% for the 50 years of America talking about we black people. Come on now.
That's what I was saying. Like, whenever you tell a black person we gotta separate, they become the most biggest pickaninnies. Why we gotta separate? Right. Why you gotta stay? You can stay if you want. We out. Like,
right.
I'm not waiting for you. I'm not gonna. I know Noah did it in the Bible. He told his people. He said, "Yo, come with me on the boat."
And
they wanted to say.
And they better heed the message, because these people in power, don't forget that they got all kinds of things that they don't supposed to be having because they're in that position. Not including nuclear. They got all kinds of stuff. They going after people because of their land and their commodities, oil reserves. They doing the most.
Everybody is picking up and trying to find.
We have blood on our hands to do it all.
Like with the old Grandmaster Jay, and in fact, a lot of people is throwing up their lives to go protest and line up formation with them. And I told my boy, I'm not gonna name no names because this is gonna be online soon. I was like, while you out there, it's a given. Okay, they're gonna let you take out. Like I told my wife, they're gonna let you take out 500 soldiers. 5. That's nothing. They're gonna lose that. They're gonna go online. They're gonna make them look like terrorists. Look, it's a group of niggas with guns. They did it with the Panthers. Out of the 500, they're going to travel in. They're going to travel in tanks. Grandmaster Jay is only training his soldiers with assault rifles. They have no tanks to compete against the U.S. military. They have no C4 dynamite like the U.S. military. They have no fighter jets. They have no missiles. They have no rocket launchers. They have no rockets. All they have is assault rifles and pistols. So you line up there in front of people's houses with assault rifles when that military come in. If we can't get together for a simple protest without it going left field, what makes you think you're gonna go to war with a country that is built on wind?
Listen, this is what they're waiting for. I just shared this to the chair yesterday because I was looking at that and I was trying to find out information because I'm not even sure what's really going on with that with NFAC leader or whatever.
All I know is he told me when he went out to Lafayette, BLM was throwing water bottles at them. I said, I would have too. Y'all look like dumb niggas with assault rifles that don't really know y'all fight. So after, and then I said, after the war, what's your plan? He said, well, we're going to chew and walk them at the same time.
Yeah, but listen, this is a diplomatic thing. That's why the Mahali Party is just so gracious, because we're not only being diplomatic about the whole scenario, because we understand where we're at as people. We have to build ourselves up foundationally. There is no way, like how he was talking and telling, telling people, we gonna take Texas and and come in with guns and stuff like that. They want to fight. They are a fighting people. They ready to come from out the woodworks wherever you want to fight. But we're not trying to give nobody a fight. We about to beat you in your brain. Okay, we about to strategically make moves and enterprise with the help of God ushering in the way based off of how we move intellectually. You know what I mean? Because right now we are not prepared for a nuclear disaster. Okay.
Like that old quote go, hurt people, and that's really what's gonna happen. If we focused on, we've been like that forever. We focus on Black Lives Matter, yes, it do, but Black Lives can't matter until we handle the problems that we have internally. We can't even stop killing each other or get each other to stop killing each other. We write, oh, there's nothing wrong with that. Stop saying there's nothing wrong with that and stop condoning it. And then we can only align when it's about the police. We can't align when Jerome killed Tyrone, which is far more greater, bro. You guys could be potential soldiers to work together. Y'all could become potential business partners. Y'all can become potential brothers.
They don't see the value in themselves. They hate each other. They hate each other. How do you hate yourself? When you looking at your brother, you looking at yourself. And then on top of that, you hate the God in you. How do you not see the promise of your talent and who you are as a person, first and foremost? You killing an image because this person has more gold than you, because he done made more money than you,
or he stand on your corner, he stand on your block.
Right.
So that makes him your opposition.
And that's not it. And that's not it.
When the police
no greatest opposition is beating your ass every day, and you can't even see it.
Yeah, when the police do it, it's a protest. It's a phone record. You have not once said, let's turn the gun and let's team up and let's jump them. They can't beat us because law.
And they won't. And they not. And they
pick up our phones and record it. But when somebody kill your brother, when another black man or another black woman kill your son or your brother or your husband or your wife, then you want to kill them. You want to get the family together and y'all want to go look for them. Go look for the cop. Oh, right. we got to demand justice. That's how you demand justice. You end what's been happening for centuries. And that's one of them. They taught us that in slavery. The way to control a nigga is by getting them to turn on each other. Light versus dark, man versus woman, child versus adult, adult versus child. So you got moms pimping their daughters or fathers raping their daughters.
All bad.
Fathers leaving the home. But he's sitting there inside this dream.
And those are economic issues too, because a lot of us that are doing a little bit more financially, we tend to not really have different cares that people are with that lack are thinking about. You know what I mean? So we do need to do better financially so people can have their head on the different way. He sat there and stated, enterprising. Enterprising would solve a lot of problems.
He sat there and said that we are the richest country, richest people in America, and all over. That is incorrect. We are the biggest consumers.
Mm-hmm.
We entrepreneurs for sure. We know how to get money. It's not hard for a black man to make money. It's not hard for a black woman to make money. But we
Nope.
consume. We will invent something very useful. Like it's a movie on Netflix about two kids. They decided to make a time machine to stop a brother from being shot by the police. At the end of the movie, the time I forgot the name of the movie. But at the end of that movie, instead of using it for her own benefit, she decides to take it to NASA
Yep.
so she can get a little couple $100,000 check. And we
Yep.
do this forever. Your mom will leave you, not your actual mom. I'm just saying, one of our people will have a mom. She's rich. She has a business of her own, and this business, her mom tells her at a young age, this is a business that's soon to make billions and millions, millions and billions. Her mom dies, leaves it to her. The daughter is offered by Target or Walmart or Shoe Palace, whatever business you want to say, is offered a couple $100,000 check. This daughter would take her mom's business and sell it for
Yep.
that check. And now Target is slapping on your mom's brand, their brand.
Yep.
And she's going to the club every night, tricking off couple $1,000, thinking
Yeah.
that she's rich.
And not about what about all the land? All the
Yeah. Oh,
land
that's
that
another
we
thing.
will never see again.
If you go down south, if you go to Alabama, all them farmlands that black people live on, uh, uh, all them farmlands is not being used by black families. But if you look up how the average of white ranchers versus black ranchers, we're outnumbered. Black farmers versus white farmers, we're outnumbered because we don't want to do it. Even Mexicans are beginning to do it because that's going to be the next survival rate. Farming.
Yeah, and nobody else wants to do it either. But guess what? They are politically gathering visas for these Mexicans to come over here and do the work.
Yep. And
That's why you
they
have to
understand.
understand what politics is doing. If you
They
need
understand.
right, who
They
is going to do
understand
it?
where it's aiming towards. It eventually won't be no grocery stores. It eventually won't be anything that we can go to that's already made for us. Other races is already ready for it. During the whole beginning of COVID, while we shopping for toilet paper, which I still understand why we were shopping for hella toilet paper. Other races are getting generators, two-way radios, just in case their phone go off. They're shopping for entertainment for their kids. They're shopping for canned foods. We're shopping for chips, pizza, burritos, warmable burritos. Yet when the power go off, how you gonna warm up these burritos? He's coming back. uh, but yeah, we're doing everything in political gain to not be ready. Other races, I literally watched other races at Home Depot. A white dude literally had two generators when COVID first happened. He had two generators in this thing. I asked him, I said, what are you gonna do with the generators? He said, when my power go off, I'm ready. He had boxes full of N95 masks. Yet, whenever I looked over at one of our own, we didn't have none of that. We didn't have the canned foods ready for COVID. We shopping for miscellaneous options. We're shopping for shit that tastes good. Every other race was getting prepared but us. We are a race that we're waiting for others to do for ourselves, or do for us instead of doing for ourselves, and then we're complaining. Like my wife was in a conversation with somebody in the YouTube comment section, and the dude said, "Oh, we gotta go demand funding and shit." No, you don't. You can literally do this shit by yourself. You can literally run for office of your city. You don't have to run for presidency. I remember when I first met Ken, he knew I made a joke. I said I'm running for president. He knew I wasn't serious about that shit. We laughed about it. You remember that shit, Ken?
I do. Is this on YouTube?
We made a joke about it. I said, nah, I'm not serious. I'm trying to run for mayor. I'm just saying, fuck these two niggas, bro. Like,
Okay. I'm sorry, bro. I had a call from work. Well, not a call, but a text I had to address. But, bro.
we thought you stormed off, man.
No. Hey, but listen, I think ideally you guys would get a lot more done doing what Cori Bush did and run for local offices, like what you guys are suggesting, but just do it in races that you're not going to push it to Republicans. Don't be like the Green fucking Party. The Green Party, I really think, is funded by Republicans because they have pushed so many elections to Republicans. And my thing is this: how can you push an election to a group who doesn't agree with climate change or anything that you stand for. Like, it just defies logic. Now, when you guys say there's no difference between Democrats and Republicans, that just clearly tells me you guys don't know about politics here. Because trust me, let me make it simple for you. If you work for a living, you have a net worth of under $500,000, you should vote Democrat.
Okay, can I stop you really, really quick? Okay, so have an ideal. So you like to kill your own. Abortion, okay? That's the Democratic Party. You like that gay shit. That's Democratic Party. You like...
But there's no facts in the Republican Party? You're delusional.
Yeah, Democrats. Yes.
There's no Republican faggots,
marrying, those pushing the marriage for gay shit, that's Democrats. Okay?
First of all, why does
abortion, Planned Parenthood, you being able to make up your own decisions about if it's death or life for killing a baby. That's Democratic shit. You know that, right?
Sister, first of all.
Do you know that? That's what I'm saying. So you don't know politics, because that's the politics behind being a Democrat, is being a conservative.
That's
the conservativeness of being against divine law. When it comes to law, there's only one law, and that's God's law. Okay?
Oh, so you guys, y'all believe in God. Wait, that's the kills me.
Yes,
how can y'all be anti-racism? What fucking God is helping our people? Wait, you guys are mad at the Democratic Party. What the fuck has God did for our people? That's why I mean
you are simply retarded at this point. You don't understand why you're not doing it. Is because people like that with that attitude ain't fending for themselves. God ain't gonna do all the work. You gotta get up off your shoulders and stop being pushed around like a punk.
You guys trade
you gotta get up. You gotta get up. You can't be over here talking about this white man is your life and then try to do something on your own. You got to do it yourself.
You guys don't even see how stupid this argument is. You guys are
it's not a stupid argument. It's a real argument, because we have people like you that have this mentality. The mentality is that you weak-minded. You don't want to do the work.
You believe
you don't want to do the work. You don't want to put in. You do not want to put in the work to be on top. You want to stay in this system here. You want to stay here.
No. Well, sister, what it is here's what you guys are doing. You're saying there's a plate of food in front of you. I'm gonna take away this a plate of food away from you, and I'm gonna give you some paper and fucking ideas to eat. Ideas don't fucking feed people.
Okay. So per Google, since what we're saying is wrong, per Google, the GOP, which is Republicans, supports lower taxes, free market capitalism, restrictions on immigration, increased military spending, gun rights, restrictions on abortion, deregulation and restriction of labor unions.
So
that's the Republican Party. Let me finish. The platform of the Democratic Party of the United States is generally based on American liberalism, contrasting with the conservatism of the Republican Party. The party has large centrist and progressive wings, as well as smaller conservative and socialist elements. Past Democratic platforms have sought to promote social programs, labor unions, consumer protection, workplace safety regulations, equal opportunity, yet it has never been equal under a Democrat. Disability rights, racial equality, regulations against environmental pollution, and criminal justice reform, which we have never seen in our years of being in America under a Democrat. Criminal justice reform. Democrats tend to support abortion rights, the LGBT community, as well as a pathway to citizenship for undocumented immigrants. As far as I know, under a Democratic president, just like Republican, immigrants have still been undocumented. They're still stuck behind the border. ICE has still been behind that wall. So it was not just Republicans. Democrats have been supporting this shit too. Democrats typically agree with the scientific consensus of climate change and favor a multilateral approach in foreign policy. So if Democrats are so much better, why the fuck have they been doing the same shit as the Republican Party? Both parties are evil in their own type of way. If not, Republican Party, Democrats are way more evil because you guys support LGBT. Support the fact that little boys are wearing dresses at a young age. Support the fact that little boys want to be princesses.
Okay.
Hold on.
Listen, wait.
Support the fact.
You're not gonna hold on. You can't say all this. Don't say all this. Say so much.
Democrats support the fact that little boys want to be princesses instead of superheroes. Democrats support the fact that single black mothers can't find jobs because of welfare restrictions. Democrats support the fact that the black community has been redlined for centuries with no return. Democrats support the fact that we can't, as a black man, find a job without an employer assuming that we're criminals before they even give us an interview. Democrats support the fact that if you got a brother in jail, he can't get out because of a weed charge. Democrats are the reason why Oakland went through the Operation Nutcracker. It was locking up multiple black men under your quote-unquote Vice President Kamala fucking Harris. She was responsible for Operation Nutcracker. Democrats support the fact that Biden still can get away with saying shit like, you're not black if you don't vote for me. Democrats are the reason why black lives can't truly matter. Democrats are the reason why the military is being spent on millions while our kids can't read past the 5th grade. So Democrats have been doing way more evil than the Republicans.
Like Donald Trump. You just ranted. There's no.
No, I'm not. Oh, no, I'm not.
You sound like one of those MAGA people. You know what's so funny? The extremists on our side and the MAGA people.
No. Mahali Party is saying separate from both parties and start your own shit. Democrats are telling you, stay with us and hold our pacifier. Come sleep in the back of Master's house while they run from us. Come sleep in the back of our house. Come be close to Master. I'm gonna take care of you.
This is not
while niggas are still saying, well, I like to call them Democoons, while Democoons like to say, oh, it's okay. I'm gonna be up under Master. Master guy, he got plans for COVID, but he don't got no plans for me.
Do you have a response? Do you just talk or do you let people respond? Do you think you guys could even hold a debate? Like, I can see your ratings now. It would plummet. If you're going to have a conversation, you got to stop and pause, bro. You can't go on for 20 minutes or the dissertation of ranting. I mean, that works on Fox News, but no intelligent person. But if this is what you guys are going to do on a national level, good luck.
Okay, so if you're Democrat, okay, you support. That means you support it. That means you support LGBT, and that means you support abortion rights. Versus Democrats in their liberal views. Democrats in their liberal views support abortion. Yet they defend pedophiles. You all defend pedophiles, bro.
Okay, all right.
And then y'all try to say if somebody don't support your views, you automatically try to point the finger saying we support Democrats. Yet in this whole entire speech, this whole entire podcast, we have said no, we don't support neither or. We support the Mahali Party.
Okay.
It's even a website that says we don't support either or.
Bro, do you let people talk? Like, is this a conversation or is this a rant?
No, you just said that we support. Since we don't support your Democratic view, we have to support the Republican Party. Yet on the website that we literally just said, it states that we don't support either or. We seek to divide away from them.
Okay, all right.
Where does that come from?
Okay.
Democrats, if you don't support a Democratic view, you guys begin to point towards the Republican.
Or is this just going to be a rant?
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Could I be interrupted for 60 seconds? Thank you. Okay.
Go ahead.
One, I'm a Democrat. That doesn't mean I'm pro-gay. I'm anti-gay, okay? I believe it. I also have an LTC, so I have a gun. So what you're saying is fucking bullshit. And you sound like one of those MAGA people where you paint this with a broad brush. The Democratic Party has like 5 different groups. We're not a monolithic group. The Republican has 3 groups. But what you guys are suggesting, if it was possible, then why is it there are not too many? First of all, a third party would never win the presidency, so you can get that shot of your head. I don't even think you guys have, I think there might be 2 independent governors or less, or is that Senate seats, or 2 Senate seats, and guess where it's at? It's like Vermont, and I forgot the other one. You're not going to do that in most states. It's never going to be Democrat.
Yeah, we only need 3, and that's over time. When you want to break it down, here's a scenario. Here's a scenario. So when it comes to Congress, okay, right now we had a supermajority in the Democratic Party. The supermajority only need to be overtaken by 24 seats or less for representation from a third party. Now, us as people, we make the trends. Everybody follows the trends. If we want to get political, that's what we need to do. And if we can get people in position to run for leadership and to make a position where we can get some tangibles, Congress was the best way to do it in representation of the Mahali Party. So you get in position in Congress, you take away the supermajority, from the Democrats. Now both sides have to negotiate with the Mahali Party.
Okay.
That's called a voting bloc.
Listen, I know exactly what you're saying. And that's the progressives try that shit. And they got their asses kicked at the state house level. What I'm saying is, if you guys
we haven't even moved into the state house level yet. I was just making sure that point is clear.
First of all,
okay, hold on.
Okay, so before Dwayne left, before the chair left of the Mahali Party, he literally stated it just started in 2016. It don't happen overnight. No one says it happens overnight. You have to work at this shit. You have to be diligent at this shit. It don't just happen, oh, I'm going to do it right away.
What I'm saying is what you're doing was done under a different name. The progressives thought they were...
All right, what was that?
The progressives in the Democratic Party... Damn, man, if you let me finish, you might learn something. The progressives in the Democratic Party thought they were going to kick ass because all of them marching and all that other shit. They didn't flip one fucking house. I think we won a few seats in New York and California, but those are like strong blue holes. The reason why that shit doesn't work is because most people are in the middle. They're not extreme right. They're not extreme left. So if you guys want to go extreme left and think you're gonna win, good fucking luck. If you think a bunch of white people with Harvard degrees,
that is for your weak mentality. But listen, when it comes to the strategicness and for the people that really want the change, they're going to do what it takes and what's necessary to get in that position. So if you do have people that are leaders that would stand up, it don't take a million of them. Like I said, it took 18 for this 2020 election. If we would have got in position, we could have made that a result. We could have made that something possible. But it takes people not to have a mindset like yours, or we will always stay like this.
He said,
let me answer that. I don't have a defeatist mentality. I think that's the word you're looking for. What I do have is a thing called strategy. Because when it comes to politics,
I just gave you the strategy. You talked about a whole different ball game of people when I'm talking about us.
Time out. So, kid, let me ask you a question. How many groups you said the Democrats got?
Say that again?
How many groups you said the Democrats got?
There's about 5 groups.
It's 5 groups? Look at the chart on the screen. And it shows way more than 5. And look at the prominent ideology groups that Democrats have. It has liberals, disadvantaged Democrats, which is blacks and minorities, conservative Democrats, disaffected, which is immigrants, optimistic independents, pro-government conservatives, social conservatives, and entrepreneur conservatives. The prominent ideology groups that is represented is conservatism, liberalism, education and income, religion and marital statuses, and race. These are all the prominent ideology groups.
Bro,
but the main groups that represent the Democrats are on this pie chart. I do my research, bro. I read, bro. I do all this shit.
Bro, some of those words are interchangeable. Okay. Anyone can pull something that they just saw, but it boils down 5 groups. Those things can be condensed to 5. Look, I'm saying to you guys, the progressives thought they were going to clean fucking house, and they are better equipped, better educated than a party that just started in about 6 months. And if they got their asses kicked and they had a machine behind them, good luck. You know, it's like Michael Jordan just played a guy, got his ass kicked by 30 points. And you guys said, we're going to play that same guy. And we're
so you know, we had black people just like you back in Black Tulsa, Oklahoma, while we were talking about rebuilding Tulsa. While we were talking about rebuilding Tulsa, it was black men and women like you that was saying, why we gotta rebuild? Let's go integrate with whitey.
No.
Let's go stand behind. I want to go vote with white men. So we never rebuilt Tulsa, Oklahoma. We never rebuilt Rosewood.
No. You're using things interchangeable. That's what.
No. It's that scared nigga mentality, that scared slave mentality.
Bro.
That we never rebuilt. We just accepted and moved on. Because we were so afraid to rebuild.
You're using interchangeable shit, and it doesn't make you right. It just means you're not able to critically think. There's a difference between segregating economically. I have no problem with that. we should have our own cities. I'm cool with that, but I'm saying as far as politically being a third party.
We're not a third party, bro. We're not trying to be on their party board. You keep saying that. We keep telling you, go look at the website. But no one's saying we're trying to be a third party, bro. We're not trying to attach ourselves with them. We're trying to separate completely. We don't want no handouts. We don't want no money from them.
What, bro?
Oh my God.
That is a different. A third party is a separate party.
No, we're seeking to take over. We're seeking to take over. All you need is a community to take over, bro. All you need is like-minded believers.
Sum it up. Bro, so you can sum it up. You can speak better.
Kenneth. Listen, Kenneth.
Yeah.
We have to politically have a presence. That's what you have to understand. There's not going to be anything that doesn't happen through politics. So we have to have a political presence. That's the whole point of the party. That was the whole conversation about why are we involved in politics, period, is because we have to have a political presence. The next thing is, you heard of the UN and all these other things that happens when you self-determine as a people. You have the right to be who you want to be. You don't have to be a black man, okay? You can contribute to your heritage and your ancestors' lineage by claiming all of it. The world is ours. They're giving you slavery. They're giving you everything that is going to pacify you as a human being.
Can I get the Reader Digest? Do you guys want to be a wing of the Democrat Party? Or you're saying separate party? Yes or no? What is it?
We want to be the Mahali Party.
So a separate, you guys want to be a separate third party? Correct.
No, we're not looking, bro. It's literally on the website, bro. Like we broke it down several times.
Okay. Right now I'm cooking. Just let me know, is this like a separate party or Wayne? You guys want to be a separate political party?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I mean. It's fucking retarded because you can't win. Listen, you can win maybe a mayor race here and there in state houses. Fine. Go shoot that
shit. We only need it for 3 states.
Huh?
We only need
it for 3 states.
Yeah, and the fact
that
wait.
We already did it.
Yeah,
we already did it.
No, you didn't do shit. You labeled.
Yes, it did. It already did. Bro, you're not looking at the website. We got the proof.
The website. They said Louisiana. That's what their mission is. But Louisiana is
the mission has not been completed. But we want to be in position to where we are locally migrating and building up the communities that have the same political representation. That way, when we get to our city councils, when we get to our next levels of also taking care over the whole state and the police chief and everything, once we get political representations that are taking care of government elected official offices, that's when you start making things happen for your communities. You can't be spread thin, being a part of the Black Caucus that ain't gonna do nothing for you. You gotta be a part of a place that has the same agendas and that's gonna promote the same tangibles for your mission.
Okay. You guys, first of all, you guys say bullshit, and I'll shoot you guys on the list. Ayana is there for my state.
You said we said bullshit. Bro, we have brought facts this whole time. We got the whole website.
Because you say
breaking it down, bro.
Listen, who do you think put in the housing to keep people in the house when this pandemic was going? That was the Congressional Black Congress, along with other Democrats.
They better do something.
What?
They better do something. That's what a government's supposed to do. What are you talking about?
Okay, so then you just
so what are you talking about? You acting like black people can't take care of their own affairs. That's what you sound like.
You know what I'm saying? That's what you sound like. You sound like one of them niggas who are waiting for white people to take care of you. That's what you sound like. You sound like one of them niggas that is waiting for white people to take care of you.
Wait, hold on.
You sound like the woman in an abusive relationship. That's what you sound like.
Bro, you're trying to take, you got like a GED understanding politics, and you go over against someone who has a master's degree in politics, okay? Let me tell you, you can do anything, but when it comes to politics, trust me. Listen, if it wasn't for
you clearly do not know what a nation is, honey. You don't know what a nation is.
You're over thinking that a nation is built overnight, bro. A nation is not. America wasn't built overnight, bro. America, it took them time to build. It took them time to build. They didn't just say, oh, this is a state, this is a state. They started with Massachusetts and worked their way down, but they didn't say, oh, we're going to start Massachusetts. Massachusetts go, oh, Massachusetts in one day. It's going to happen. So they took house by house, foundation by foundation until they got a city, until they got a
you
state.
guys are just like, you guys are yelling. You guys are pretty good at that. But what I'm saying is what you're seeing on the local level, I think it's attainable. But what you guys need to do, first get that shit together. You guys need to get step A done before y'all start talking about DF. Because if you guys talk about taking over states before you can win a city council, people are going to look like y'all on crack. So first get some Senate seats on your belt. Y'all sound like that kid in 8th grade, like, I'm going to win the NBA championship and hasn't even got to high school yet.
Bruh, name 3 of our black people in Senate. And which one is a part of Mahali Party?
Huh?
Name 3 people in the Senate that right now is part of the Mahali Party.
3 people in the Senate part of your
That's
party?
black. That's black. And how would you even know if they Mahali Party or not? Do you do the research behind who they are and what they back and what they represent? Name 3 black people in the Senate right now. Name 3 black people. Name 3 black people in the Congress.
You just changed. You said Senate and then you said Congress.
No, I now asked you 2 questions. Name 3 black people in the Senate and name 3 black people in the Congress. And name 3 black people in the House of Democrats and name 3 black people in the House of Republicans.
There isn't 3 in the House. What are you talking about? There isn't 3.
No, I just said name 3.
There isn't 3. How would I name 3 if there isn't?
Okay, name black people in the House.
3 in the House. Well, Cori Bush is one. Ayanna Presley is one. And the AOC from New York. But what was the point?
Okay, so back to the point with what I was saying is you're not saying anything different than what the Mahali Party is saying. We are going to take over the local elections. We're going to take over the whole damn state eventually. You're not saying nothing different. We're just about that life. That's the only difference. We about it. We about that life. We about to make it happen. We're going to make it a reality.
When you guys present a business plan and go into a bank or whatever, you got to show them something on the table like, this is my goal. And then
no, it takes the people. And we do have the goal. The goal is politics. Any other way it's been played, it's going to be played the same way. Just because we're black or whatever so-called black doesn't mean that we don't know what we're doing. What we're going to do is get in position of power, elected officials, make resolutions and changes and migration efforts for our people that want the same thing to come together and be a part of the plan. If you want to stay with the people, like I said, the first sentence of my conversation with you, you can be here and stay here and play this game with yourself, because that's what you're going to be playing. You're going to be playing yourself. Because at the end of the day, guess who God is going to be ushering in a new life and a new path and a new way for the greatness.
It's funny. Listen, first of all, most intelligent people I know are atheists. I think it's funny.
And that's a damn shame. That's because they have no self-value. They don't know who they are. And that's why we have people like you. That's why we have people like you that won't put in the effort.
Okay. So you said, so you named 3 people. But in 2019 above, it's been 56% black in the Congress. Look, this is an actual research on the Congress, growing racial and ethnic diversity in the Congress. How many of them do you know that they actually back Mahali Party?
I was just reading it. I didn't know it was 56.
Yeah. We've been growing since then. So it's more than just Cori Bush and whoever the AOC and all them. It's more than them. That shows you don't do your research because it's 56%. So that means we run the Congress right now.
Bro, first of all, you're not good with reading skills. It's 56, not 56%. There's a big difference.
Yeah, there's over 50 people that's supposed to be for us, and ain't shit happened. Ain't nothing happened.
Yeah,
and we have people that's been in Congress for over 20 years that's been a part of a black caucus. And what have they done?
Well, Jesus, you're
still waiting for the first black gas station. Where is it? Where is the first black gas grocery store at?
You've been praying to God for 400 fucking years. Why don't you ask Jesus what has he done? It's so
no, it's up to you. It's up to you. You wouldn't even know if God was sitting on your lap right now. You
God
have no clue.
I'm gonna take the same nap that God took during slavery. God, when God pays a fucking bill, that's when I'll pray. Shit. It's funny, y'all hate racism but love the white man's God. Come on, man, please. And I'm the house.
First of all,
what are you talking about?
I worship the Yoruba faith in Nigeria. I don't have a religion, but I do believe in God. I worship a faith.
Hey, what are you talking about, religion or God? Which one you want to talk about?
Look up the Yoruba faith.
You can't even have a conversation.
I know the black ancestors, man. Yoruba faith believe in black ancestral.
Oh yeah, he do.
Worshiping the black ancestral.
Oh, you know what? We always talk about the spiritual of the ancestors. We also had scholars and scientists listen to us that shit. We also had business people. First, the richest man on the planet was Mansa Musa. Listen and embrace our entrepreneurial ancestors. Fuck the spirituality. Well, no, let me take that back. We need all.
Yeah, you have to. I'm a master. You don't even understand who you're talking to. I'm a master, okay? And second of all, like, you would have to become to a place where you have even a rite of passage to even understand where you're at in the world. So your intellect level, you might think that you're there, but you have a whole lot of seeking to do. And you won't get it until that rite of passage is put on your life, because you have to be able to look beyond the scope of your own thinking. You haven't been able to try to tap into your higher self on that level. That's why you don't believe.
You know what's so funny? I always hear this from our folks about the higher spirits. But you know why that's such bullshit? Because if I gave you a choice between a $20 million ticket and the third eye and all this other nonsense, you guys would take that $20 million ticket.
I already got every ticket. I don't need nothing.
Sister, our people need things that are going to put food on the table. All that other stuff, that's cool for a cool moment, but let's just stick with the strategies of how to, let's do this. Where do you guys bank at? Like, I go to One United, African-American owned bank. Where are you putting your money at? Let's start there. If you guys want,
yeah, we do. That's why we're gonna take people to humble themselves. We don't need people that's so fluffed up that they don't believe that there's nothing that created all of us in this world, in this whole being process. We need people to come down to a level to where they can understand that they have to work with their brothers and sisters, and they have to bring their gifts and their talents into the fold, that own property and that own banks and that own enterprises. We don't need people that's fluffed up because they done made it a certain way or had reached a certain height to where they don't feel like there ain't nothing else valuable to life. Because that doesn't work. Now, who does that help?
Listen, there's a whole bunch of poor spiritual people. I don't see that really helping. I think, you know what I think spirituality? I think it's an excuse that people have to be lazy, not to go and try to achieve things. Because
of integration. Integration has made us lazy. It has made us weak. It has made us spineless. Integration broke us, bro. Integration broke us. Integration is what ruined us. Okay, explain how back during the Black Tulsa days, Black Wall Street, why the fuck did we go from having a school with about 30, she would have 30 plus, ran by Sally Mae, 18, just graduated high school, married with 2 kids, prominent, could have went to college, but she said, no, I want to stay in my community and teach, to going to public school where our kids got to go through metal detectors, feel like they're in prison, dogs and police officers walking up and down the hallways where our kids are supposed to learn. Or explain why single motherhood is becoming a pandemic. Or our young girls, literally like I said earlier, are twerking under your democratic rule and your standpoint.
First of all, that Democrats don't have shit to do with that, man.
Yes, though. Fuck, they do have everything to do with it. School to prison pipeline has a lot to do with the democratic rule.
Are you kidding me?
The House of Democrats been running America for the longest, bro.
Wait a minute.
Bro.
when it comes to law enforcement, that's the Republicans talking about you should give people long prison terms today.
Bro, Democrats don't really give no, bruh. See. Just like BLM, just like with BLM, the East City ran out and put Black Lives Matter in the middle of the floor, and it was Democrats and white folk over and celebrating like we just got a badge of honor or some shit. Because they painted Black Lives Matter in the middle of the floor, and you, our 400-year enemy, are celebrating and cheering and checking older white couples for eating at a restaurant, destroying shit, and doing all this other weird shit. Got Antifa out there rocking with y'all, getting excited because they're selling Black Lives Matter shirts in Target, making money off of Eric Gardner, making money off of Sandra Bland. This BLM is Democratic, bro.
There was a FBI study saying that there was far right groups that were infiltrating a lot of these protests.
Antifa, but it was still white people inside. It's still black people and Antifa.
Listen, dude, you're fucking saying shit. And listen, the difference between you and the people on MSNBC and these networks, they presented facts. The FBI, who is far from a liberal group, said there was a lot of infiltration on far-right extremists that were infiltrating these Black Lives Matter protests just so they can create violence so the cops would justify on attacking them. And here you run around saying Antifa. Yo, you sound just like fucking Trump tards, man. Like, you're more...
Oh, you say it's no black people rocking with Antifa right now.
I'm just saying, so why do you guys go for extreme? Listen, there's a difference between 10, 20 motherfuckers who are rolling with a group, and I don't know the exact number. Bro, as opposed to the
problem that we've been having is we feel as though our 400-year enemy has been and became our best friend, and we are afraid to separate. You technically are telling us that I'm Democrat, y'all should be Democrat with me, but no one wants to trust a Democratic Party that gives no fuck. But in answer to your question,
okay, man, I can't do this. Listen. Good luck, guys. Yeah. Good luck. If y'all want to go on, listen, if you want to win the local seats, I'm cool with that. But if you guys want to talk about Democrats are pro-gay, this is a lot of African-American men in the Democratic
Party. I literally just pulled it up, bro. Bro, you do know this is being recorded, and it's recording the chats. I literally just pulled it up. Everything I just said, I pulled it up online. Everything. Literally. Democrats Democrats tend to support abortion rights and LGBT community and the LGBT community.
Yes,
lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender, as well as a pathway to citizenship for undocumented immigrants. But you just said the Democrats don't support LGBT.
No,
Obama made it legal for gay people to get married.
Listen, man, dude, are you on crack? What I said is not every Democrat is monolithic. I'm a Democrat. I'm anti-gay.
Mr. Kenneth. You have the right to side with nothingness, okay? You have the right to take the bait and betray your lineage and your forefathers. You have the right to stand as one apart from being included in the greater good of what mankind eventually will show you that is possible for it to be for us. So you have every right to do what you want to do, but remember that it's a choice. And we choose life. Okay?
I don't even understand what the fuck.
Hey, yo, Ken, in your question, you said, hey, you stated that is no black people in Antifa. I see a
I didn't
Negro.
Say no.
That's a Negro rocking with them with the commie sign.
But bro,
that's one of us. But he looked like one of us, but really he's a sellout because he with our 4-year enemy.
Okay,
same people
fucking suck. There's fucking 40 million African Americans. How many do you think are associated with Antifa? Maybe if it was 10,000, is that more than 10%? I don't know how you guys can run a party if y'all can't even do simple math. Saying fucking we're all Antifa.
Oh, want more? You want more proof? I got proof.
Show me a stat that says 20 million, 50% of African Americans are rocking with Antifa. You show me that, and I'll fucking run for Mahila, one of your seats, or join your party. Show me that stat. Show me that stat.
All right, I'll show you stats this whole time.
No. Show me the stat. Listen, do you understand English? I said show.
All right, I'm about to right now.
Stat that
I'm about to
shows
right now.
50%
I'm about to right now.
Yeah, show me that stat that shows 50% of African Americans are with Antifa. I'll give you $10,000 if you can. No, in a legit stat. Show me someone like
But he'd rather give you the money than run now. We want you to run for office. What about that?
Sister, I live in Massachusetts, okay? We're pretty much a blue state. And the chances, first of all, all right, I'm in the city of, well, shit, I can't even say my city on this there. I forgot this is live. I'm in a city that is predominant, 60% people of color? And we had a chance to have a mayor of color, and these ninjas didn't show up. So I don't want to hear shit about Democrats are stopping or stifling our progress. How about ninjas are too fucking lazy to run and go to a voting poll? How about that shit? That's your conspiracy. Just like stupid white people vote in Republican, the two biggest dummies in America are people of color who don't vote and stupid poor white folks who vote Republican. That's your fucking conspiracy. That's your ISIS. That's your Illuminati. That's the biggest fucking obstacle to reason why shit doesn't get done. Fucking hold back. How about run? A matter of fact, hey, bro, I'm gonna see you on a primary ballot somewhere, right? You're gonna run?
Yeah, I already said that. I'm trying.
All right, perfect. Let me know, please. I would love to see that.
Yep, I ran for Congress.
You run for Congress? What district?
I already did, 2020.
2020. What district did you run in?
District 8, California.
The problem is, reason why you don't see black people like us is because at the end of the day, you guys vote white. Black Democrats vote white. Or y'all vote the black person that seem white.
Motherfucker, get some glasses. What does
literally, everybody voted Obama. You said, so did you vote for Obama, yes or no?
Yes, I vote for the less
Obama passed, Obama made it to where gay people can get married.
So what? Are you a faggot? I don't give a fuck if gay people get married.
But you just said you don't support them.
No, I didn't say I support. No, but your problem is, like most stupid people, sorry, I don't really call you stupid. Like most people who don't have critical thinking skills, one thing doesn't mean another. See, there's a difference between me saying, yeah, I want gay people to get married, and I don't give a fuck if they do. Those are two different statements that don't contradict each other. And anyone on this broadcast that has an IQ higher than the doorknob can see that. But because there's so many barbershop GED fucking scholars or what we call prison scholars, these motherfuckers have the same IQ as those rednecks down south who think fucking the Bible is some type of great literature and shit, and you guys live by this stupid shit. Like, good fucking God. God, let COVID-19.
Yeah, well, now you're coming into some type of reality because now you're understanding the falsehoods of it all. You have to understand that. You have to understand the falsehoods and how you are manipulated in this ring of deception here. You have willingly contributed to playing your position, and you don't want to leave. You want to continue along these lines knowing what it's built off of. But both of your parties worship the Bible, honey. Both of them do.
Listen, I don't give a fuck if you pray to it.
You don't. You don't. Clearly, that's why you're a yin yang, and people will go back and forth because they are lost in the sauce and they don't know which way they're going. You need to connect to a higher power, honey, and that is not you.
Well, listen,
you are not the all in all. If you can do anything of any type of God substance, show me. Abracadabra me right now.
God can kiss my black ass. What I'm saying,
you better not say that.
Man, you guys do know good fucking. Listen, Easter Bunny and all that shit is the same to me. Hello? Oh, well, hey, listen, guys. Coming from a construction background, what I care about is I want my taxes to be lower, but I don't want them so low that they can't support the schools. See, that's the thing about people like myself. We don't mind our tax dollars going to fix the schools or fix the streets.
That's life.
But what I do have an issue with, like the things that we can't gripe about, we can talk about why are we giving foreign aid to Israel. That's something that we talk about on the Democratic side. Republicans don't talk about that shit. Another thing that we talk about on our side, climate change. Like for the people in the South, especially
just because they talk about it don't mean that once the Republicans win again that the Democrats is not going to go along and get along. They're on the same side. They're just on different sides.
No. Well, first of all, here's something wait, let me ask you a good question before I have this conversation with you. How many Senate votes does it take to pass a law right now? Do you know the answer?
How many Senate votes?
Yes.
Okay, so there's 100. It depends how many. What's the House divided?
Do you know how many senators we have? The House right now.
What's the House divided?
First of all,
there's 435 House representatives.
Right.
And then there's 100 senators.
Correct. Okay.
Yeah. So how many are in the Republican seat? Because right now it's
right
a majority.
I think they have 209. They're not the majority. It's 222 Democrats in this.
As of this election, or no?
As of this election, there's 220 Democrats. And let me get things out of because there's still 4 seats that are up in the air. So current U.S. House of Representatives. I'm pretty sure the 222. Where is it? Wikipedia. After this election.
Oh, I gotta screenshot it. I found it.
That can't be correct.
Give me a minute.
Quick draw McGraw right there.
Jesus Christ! Usually it pops right up. Oh, you know what? They put election.
Okay. I couldn't post it. But you said show the proof.
222. It's 222 Democrats right now.
This is the Democrat. I couldn't get the picture off the website, but this is in Wall Street Journal. This is the picture of Antifa. This is the picture. It's a white organization, yes, but the growing numbers went from low 41 to high 80%. They skyrocketed too, but Democratic leaning Democrat went up too, which is white. So it was still white. And Republicans is low, because fuck is about Black Lives Matter at the end of the day. So that's your number rating. You said show me numbers and I can show you more proof of pictures of you find nothing but people that look just like us standing with our 400. Well, I can say I want to say 450 years, but 400-year enemy.
Wait, hold on.
Thinking that our 400-year enemy. Thinking that our 400-year enemy are somehow our best friends.
It's not about best friends. Listen, again, in a war, sometimes you'll side with someone who is the lesser of the evils. When it comes between Antifa and the KKK, Antifa is the lesser of the enemy. They're not racist. They have anti-government, but they're not saying let's kill black folks.
They're not. I'm gonna quote what they did in Boston, Massachusetts, bro. Did you not see what they did? They was going around in black communities and destroying shit? Destroying black-owned businesses? They literally beat a black man in Oakland. Like, 2 white Antifa members beat a black man to death. Where you go? Ken. Oh, okay.
What was the area that this happened at?
Inside of Oakland, Antifa, 2 white boys beat a black man on his way to work. Who was a father. These are members that's not even from your city coming into hoods and damaging black-owned businesses. And don't mind looting. What the fuck does looting have anything to do with Black Lives fucking Matter? And if it was about Black Lives Matter, these same businesses do the same. They're doing the same thing that the city did when they put Black Lives Matter on the floor, but they put it on a shirt. So why are you looting from Target? What's the big picture for Antifa looting from these stores? Because they're not racist. I've never seen an Antifa member go to their rich little suburb and destroy their areas.
Okay, bro.
Never.
How do you know? But how do you know they were Antifa? because you fucking read it somewhere?
My dude, any white boy on that battlefield ain't for us. They're pretending.
Oh, hold on. No, see.
Is that Democrats?
No,
y'all fall for whatever fucking white people tell y'all.
Man. I can't have a conversation with you because all you do is just yell. You're not listening, and that's your problem.
Democrats, y'all fall forever. Y'all fall for everything.
I want to add to that. So what I feel about that is that they're stealing our movement. They know that we don't have a political stance, and they're going to use the Black Lives Matter as a political forefront for Black people eventually. So Black people will end up having a political party that's not for them at the end of the day with no tangibles, when we need to be going a whole different direction for independence. That's the end of the story. We see how they operate, but people that want to make sure that they keep this kumbaya together is going to always suffer from not following their own mind.
I'm not into integration, but what I'm not for is fucking strategies that someone wrote on a fucking crackerjack.
They're strategizing on you.
So time out. You just said pull up the numbers. I pulled up the numbers. You said how many Black people? I just showed you it's 80% Black Antifa. He's still saying no numbers.
No, this is not 80% of fucking African Americans. You're saying 80% of 40 million people are in.
You see how ass back the Democrats is? He's saying show me the numbers for Black people. Show me the actual numbers.
Yo, listen. What the fuck is wrong with your brain that you keep saying Democrats?
You said show you the numbers. It shows 80%. He's still saying like what every Democrat says is that's not the numbers.
It says 8%. It says 8% who say racism is a big problem. Where does it say Antifa here?
It says a racial. Read the bottom. Yeah. That's the article. I
can't see the whole article. All I see is that, and I see
how Antifa violence has split the left. And this is the racial divide of who's all in there. If you click on the article,
I only see the picture. I don't see the link.
It's there at the bottom. Jaquetta, do you see it at the bottom?
I see it, but I can't click on the link. The point is this: there's no way
because you got to go Google it. It wouldn't let me fucking.
Okay, man, I'm done.
It wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me tag the. Matter of fact, I could tag it. You could click on it. I'm about to put it inside the chat.
Bro,
I done had this conversation with Democrats. Whenever you shut them down, they begin to start saying shit like, okay, click the link. Okay, click the link. But something's always going wrong, bro. So I'm about to make it easy for you. And I'm about to put the link.
But
I'm about to put the link in the chat.
Oh, okay, dude. Jesus fucking Christ, man. What I'm saying is between the Democrat and Republican Party, there's a reason why the Democrats get more Black votes because we see them as the lesser of the evil. I mean, it's like they're having a choice between if someone's going to fucking stab you or shoot you in the head. Now, I don't know how smart you are, but most sensible people, if they have to choose between getting maybe poked in the toe or getting shot in the fucking head, I'd rather you take a knife and just lightly tap me in the toe as opposed to someone putting a shotgun to my fucking head. Republicans are making policies to fucking annihilate. Now, when you guys talk about the abortion thing, there are a lot of our women who cannot afford to raise children. Poverty is a form of abuse, okay? So if they have to choose between aborting a child or raising a child in poverty, because maybe you two motherfuckers are going to adopt these kids, then I'd rather that kid be aborted.
That's crazy.
Well, then let them live with fucking you. Everyone that's if you're anti-abortion, they can live with you, right?
Listen, there are 1% reasons for abortion. Like there was 1% of a reason that actually matters, which is a defect or something detrimental to the mother.
What about rape?
98% of the rest of them are not any factors to that.
So how about rape?
Okay, so before I got married,
that's a 1%.
So before I got married, I had an ex-girlfriend who had a baby. I had an ex-girlfriend who had a baby born out of rape. You know what she did? She sucked this shit up and raised her kid very well.
Well, some people
living in Fresno.
Or adoption.
Half of the times,
how do you
Black
know
abortion,
that child's gonna be
half of the time,
house?
Half of the time, Black abortions.
In abortion, I mean,
half of the time, Black abortions come from. I can't raise. Like Larry, when it comes to Black men, they'll usually say shit like, I can't raise a kid, but you can go spend your money on fucking Lexuses and Benzes and cars and shit that don't fucking matter. You spend the shit on necessity items that don't matter.
Lexuses and Beamers, man. You sound just like.
We're not talking, bro. We're not talking. I don't give a damn what white people do. I'm not white. I don't give a damn what Mexicans do. I don't give a damn what Asians do. I'm here talking about what my people do. I don't give a damn. My problem is to talk to my people.
Wait. What the?
My problem, my point is to get across to my people. Bro, a white man could kill a white man 2 days later. I don't give a fuck about that white boy getting shot because it's not to me. All lives don't matter to me. Black lives is the only thing that fucking matter. And I do this shit so black people can talk.
Okay, but here's the funny thing. You're a brown skin dude. So, okay, first of all, you guys don't even know what the fuck you are.
Oh, my fucking God, man. What the fuck does that have anything to do?
What race is Mexicans? Mexicans is not a race. It's a nationality. So what race are they?
Okay, Hispanics. You're taking it left field, bro.
Wait, no. Hispanics is the made up word. There's only 3 races: African, Asian, or European. So if an African is an African in Nigeria, an African is an African in Jamaica. If an African is born in Dominica, he's Hispanic. What the? And you talk about, I'm taking on the white man's words? Negro, you need to do a DNA test before you start talking about.
Those are not accurate either. Those are not accurate either.
What's not accurate?
DNA test.
Yeah.
There's not enough representation.
Oh, but to a Democrat, if a white man tells them, a Democrat, a Democoon, if a white man says, "Oh, you're part Irish," then you become part Irish now. You become trying to speak Irish. You become trying to straighten your hair. You be trying to go find your little Irish white woman.
A lot of us have Irish because it was the Irish who were the fucking overseers.
No, it wasn't. Technically, it was the Jewish merchants that were selling us in slavery.
First of all, there you go again, talking not listening. I said the fucking overseas. No one talked about merchants. Bro, you can't be a leader if you don't listen as much as you talk. I
don't want to be a leader, bro. I see it as all black men and women are leaders. The point is, why you think in my discussions, I'm not the only one talking. I just talk louder.
Okay.
That's it. I don't set it up to where I'm the only one talking. If that was the case, this would be a webinar. This would be a webinar where you raise your hands and comment to me. No, this is an open discussion. It's an open discussion.
Okay.
It's not a.
All right.
If somebody left a comment when I post this, I'm going to listen and respond because at the end of the day, I don't feel as though we need one leader. I feel as though we all need to become leaders. We all need to become one team. Together. It should not be, I'm rocking with Tariq Nasheed. I'm rocking with Umar Johnson. I'm rocking with Farrakhan. I'm rocking with Bishop Bob Jackson in Oakland.
Let's define the team. First, let's do that shit. How many races do you guys think are on this planet? Just so I know where you guys stand.
There's a lot.
One.
There's a racist in every race, bro. You do know black people, we can be racist too. Like, to be honest.
I say racist. I said how many races? How many races?
Oh, okay. It's tons. It's tons. I'm not even going to break it down. Just say it's tons.
Okay, because to me, there's African, Asian, and European. There's only 3. There's many nationalities, but there's only 3 races. So I'm
oh, my bad.
Let me finish. My bad. I don't care if you were born in Mexico or Nigeria. If you have African DNA, you're African. So for you guys to say Mexicans are not part of a race, if you go on YouTube, there's
no one said that. I said I don't care what they do. It's not my problem. I'm not Mexican to be telling them what a Mexican boy should be doing. That's not my problem. That's Jose and Juan and them. Jose Juan and where the fuck they go for Annabelle. That's them. I'm not Mexican. I don't speak Spanish. I speak black. I speak my language to my people.
Language. It's a color that your brown ass doesn't have. But you're saying
my point is, I only speak to my people, bro. I don't speak to the other races. I don't give a damn.
It's not a race. It's not a race. First of all,
oh my God.
You for a loop, Kenneth. I believe that the out of Africa situation is a theory, okay? And it's another one that you've been compounded to believe. We are based off of the Indian Pangea. We are the Indigo people. And the migration has been all over the earth.
Oh, wait. So you guys are not Africans. You're Native Americans? That's the fuck what you guys are going to tell me? Because if it is,
I just told you my scenario. I just told you my
scenario. I told you what I am in the last group, bro. So if you don't remember, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. I told you about what I am. I don't believe that the out of Africa theory is exact. It's closer to India. And we are Indigo people.
Okay, goodbye.
And
All
a
right,
lot
you
of
guys,
our
y'all can be with us.
history, a lot of our history does not start in Africa. Okay, it's mainly something that you would have to dig in the crates for, archaeologists, and also be able
He
to
quit again.
you would have to really dig and figure out that there was a connection to the continent of Africa and a close
Quit again.
connection Pangea wise, and the shifting has. Hold on one second. Hold on.
He quit again.
Oh, he quit.
Yeah, he quit again.
Well, I'll try to tell him.
I was gonna be posting. He said, "Oh, you don't have proof, bro." I believe everything he said. Show me proof. I showed the proof. That's not proof. I noticed every Democrat when
It
you
was
say
a
show
great
proof.
conversation. I like the whole vibe today. You know, and I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
No problem. He,
Okay.
every topic he said show proof or I brought proof in. That's not proof. He said, show me where Democrats encourage the welfare. Show proof on that. There's no proof to it.
That's funny.
Show me proof where black people is in Antifa. 80%. That don't say 80%. Show me the article. Post an article. That's not proof.
Yeah, it's all good, but I think let's do another go around. Let us know what's happening, and we will be back. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and thanks again for having me. I appreciate it, and it was very insightful conversation.
You too.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
talk to you soon.
Okay.
Okay.